Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial of ACÉRCATE, another magnificent bolero by Cuban composer Osvaldo Farrés in 1941. So I modify the original key of F, not because it will be a difficult key, but simply because it's too high for me. So I choose to offer it to you in C, and it will be even more easy while avoiding having to use an internal transposition key for digital piano. It's always a matter of the best compromise. However, I recommend that you always read in the description of everything I offer you on my channel to check well what is the value of the transposition key and to apply if it is necessary. Naturally, if it at zero, symbolized by the 2 letters K and T, key transpose, means that there is nothing to modify. Today, for example, is key transpose 0. Of course, nothing prevents you from increasing or decreasing the internal transposition of your keyboard. If this one is not adjusted to your voice, it's a question of vocal comfort. And the last word you will find in another video under the detail guide to help you with the general understanding of the song. So let's start the song. But just before, I split in two parts. The first part for the very beginners who are playing a flat and all the chords in the detail of the chords, and then you can play it in ballad, will be also a beautiful song. And then if you're a little bit advanced, we'll see the bolero or the famous basso ostinato. It's a process of repeating a rhythmic formula consistently, like this, for example. Acércate más y más y más. So which is in the second part. So first, let me give you the scale we are playing in the scale of C. So scale of C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. I'm talking in degrees, of course, and natural scale all the time. Okay. So for example, when I'm talking in D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, that's the natural scale of the D major in degrees. Okay. So in C, so we have root, third, fifth, major 7. Let me give you a trick just before to start. Is to recognize, to make the difference between the major 7 and the 7. You will always find the major 7 a semitone below. Okay, semitone, the root. We have a lot of C on the keyboard. Okay, so a semitone below, you will find the major 7 and a semitone below the 7. Why? Because from the root, third, fifth major, from the fifth major, okay, 1, 2, 3 is the third minor dominant, and 1, 2, 3, 4 half tones, semitones up above, it's a major 7. Okay, so it works, of course, on the 12 tonalities. Of course, it will be not a trick if it doesn't work. Okay, so major 7. So C major 7. We start. So you have a lot of, I will giving you a lot of options, and you decide what you want to do or to appropriate the song. Okay, Acércate. We start by the G. G A, G flat, G A. Acércate más, and we sing on the B. But you can start directly, acércate más, but it can help maybe, acércate más. C major 7, root, third, major, fifth, and 7. So we have C, we have E, we have G, and we have B. E más. So you play melody or not? So E más, we have A and C, and we fall on. We are lift from one tone. You see. We fall on a D minor 7. Scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, sun minor. From the root, you see, 3 semitone above, it's a sun minor, 5th major, and the 7. You see what is important? You see, to make difference between the 7 and the major 7, we are one tone below the root. We are on the D minor 7. E más. So E más, B, D. E minor 7. Okay, so E minor 7, scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, roots and minor, 5th and 7. We have E, G, B, D, and then you have the choice. You can decide to play just only the chords, will be G7, or to make the details in melody. Pero mucho más, and we resolve by a C major 9. We'll see that after, okay? But just before, G7. Pero mucho, you stay just only on the G7. Scale of G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. Root set 5th, 7. So G, we have B, D, and F. Mucho más. And you can decide. So it's only a reversing and inversion of the C major 7 with a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Major 7 root and 9. We keep the 9 in place. We keep the major 7 in place. You can tell me yes, but you say 9, but it can be also the second, the 2. Yes, but it's an extension, so we say 9. Okay? So, because we're going to use a 9, the extension. So we keep the major 7, the 9. Okay? The 3rd major is coming on the top. Okay? And the 5th on the top, and that's the notes that we sing. Acércate más, pero mucho. So and now, if you want to make the melody, pero mucho más. You see. So G flat 5, Ro G. So D flat, D, the 7 with the F, the 6. Mucho, the 6, G6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6, that the E, mas. So, and now in time, from the start. Acércate más. So maybe just without the melody, then you decide to play the melody or not, okay? Acércate más, y más, y más. Pero mucho más. So you make a stop for the second line or not. You decide after, okay? Bam, 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 bam. So, and now with the melody if you want. Acércate más, y más, y más. Pero mucho más. So you decide to make a stop or not. Okay. Me, in the guide, I've shown you a stop, but I think it's a question of humor. Okay. Second line, exactly same chords, but it's only the lyrics change. Y bésame así. So imagine you didn't make the stop. Más. Y bésame así. You see? You carry on. Así, D minor 7, así, E minor 7, and then G7 or G flat 5, 7, 6, flat 5, G, 7, 6, and you resolve, okay? Como besas tú. And now we make a stop because we will sing a bridge, okay? So from the start, the boss line, okay? First without melody, okay? Acércate más, the most simply that we can do. Y más, pero mucho más. Y bésame así, 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 como besas tú. And now is the little melody. Acércate más, y más, y más, pero mucho más. Y bésame así, 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 como besas tú. Okay, it's clear. So you decide it's options, okay? And now we're going to have a look on another options, okay? More, a lot of options, but as simply, okay? So, and now you decide to play melodies, it will be better, but we will really simply. Pero besa pronto, so C, C, D, E, G, F. Pero besa pronto, and on F, we play F major 7. Scale of F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root, C major 5th, and major 7. So we have F, A, C, and E. And then I carry on. Porque estoy sufriendo. So S7, scale of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root 7, 5th, 7. So we have A, of course, we have D flat, E, and G. You decide to play melody or not, or you can stay on these chords, okay? So, porque estoy sufriendo. D minor 7, you remember the D minor 7, this one. So it's just only a reverse also too. The root is coming on the top, then the third minor, the F on the top. It's just only, you see, a reverse. Really easy. So we have A, C, D, and F. So, and you decide to stay here or to make a chromatic descending until you catch the D minor 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Sorry. So you decide, you see, like this, or you stay on the D minor 7 reverse. Okay? With the major 7, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 7, yes, of course, that the 7 and the 6, okay, major 7, 7, and 6. You decide, okay. So again, pero besa pronto, F major 7, as simply as I can. S7, porque estoy sufriendo, D minor 7. No lo estás tú viendo. From the minor mode to the major mode, the F becomes sharp. It just only have a look a reverse. Have a look on the scale of D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root 7, 5th, 7. That's the fundamental position. But you can use the D on the top. It's the second reverse and the third. You see the fourth, and we are on the octave up, and it's exactly the same chord, you see, from the bottom to up higher. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just only an inversion. So I think it's better to play this one. So A, D7, A is just in a reverse. Okay, A, C, D, and F sharp. So no le estás tú viendo que estoy queriendo. This one or this one. The fundamental position will be better. All the three. 1, 2, 3. Sin quererlo tú and we resolve on the G4 sus7 sus what to resolving from the third minor or the third major. In this case, it's major. Okay, from the C to B. See. 1, 2, 3, 4, we play 4 and 5th and 7, G, 4, 7, okay, G7. The fourth become a third major, okay. So we have G first, C, D, F, and then G, B, D, and F. So slowly from the bridge. Pero besa pronto, F major 7. As simply as I can first, okay? A7, porque estoy sufriendo, D minor 7, no lo estás tú viendo, que lo estoy queriendo. You see, it's two times, okay? Sin quererlo tú, you see. We can play from this way also too, but in fundamental position will be better maybe. Okay, can use reversing if you want. Okay, bam bam. Okay. That the G4, you see, the root is hanging on the top, and you resolve, same thing, the sus on the third major. It's up to you, but so again, pero besa pronto, and then we have pronto, F major 7, E7, porque estoy sufriendo, D minor 7, no lo estás tú viendo, que lo estoy queriendo, sin quererlo tú. And at the end of the first verse, and we have only 2 verses. So okay, bam, 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 bam. So and now I play for you with a little bit option more. Okay, pero besa pronto, F major 7. If you want to bam bam bam, or like this, just from the bass, you see F G A. You lift on the A7, and then you can play porque estoy sufriendo, okay, A B, D flat, E D, and then 2 1 2 3 4. No lo estás on the D minor 6, you see. No lo estás tú viendo, D7, que lo estoy queriendo, 1 2, or viendo, no lo estás queriendo, just on this one, okay, sin quererlo tú, G4 7 G7. So now in time, okay, pero besa pronto, porque estoy sufriendo, 1 2 3 4, no lo estás tú viendo, D7, que lo estoy queriendo, D7 again, but with just only a change, okay, sin quererlo tú, G4 7 G7, bam, okay. So now we're talking about the second verse will be exactly the same chord. So because we didn't have to, I should show you also a bolero. Look, carry on, guy. Acércate más, C major 7, okay, E más, D minor 7, E más, okay, but you can stay on the chords, okay, and then pero mucho más, you stop or not, okay, más, y besame así, C major 7, así, D minor 7, así, minor 7, como besas tú, C major 7 9, and now you make a stop because we're on the bridge. ¿Acaso pretendes? Exactly the same thing, F major 7, A7, a desesperarme, D minor 7, 1 2 3 and 4, ven por los adiarme, but you stay on the D minor like this or this one. Ven por Dios a darme, D7 o darme, ese beso tuyo, D7, que te pido yo, G4 7 G7. And then if you want to finish, if you want to start again the song, because it's at the end of the song, acércate más, and you carry on, y más, from the start, y más, and until along the night. But another version, Come Closer, will be coming in the next week, Come Closer to Me in English. It's sung by Julie London, yes. It's so beautiful, and in French if you want, and maybe you can add, join all the lyrics, and then to carry on, you decide. You will have the tutorials also to it, will be exactly the same thing. You can add, you decide another option. So, and if you want to finish the song, I suggest to you different way. Acércate. the most simply, acércate más, the C major 7, the C or the C major 7, acércate más, or better, acércate más, A flat 7, más, okay, or más, or major 7. It's making a different color. So again, acércate más, A flat 7, scale of A flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root, third, fifth, 7. So we have A flat, of course, the third major, the C, the E flat, the fifth, and the 7 with the G flat. So mas, okay, mas. It's just a near semitone, you see, pam, 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 pam. The A flat becomes the G, the D a B, the E flat a D, and the F sharp a F. Okay, it's just a semitone, bam, bam, okay, bam, bam, possibilities, but so you decide. I think you understand. Mas, or with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or F6 if you want. You see, there's a lot of possibilities. Okay, so you decide. So, and now I think you have all the tools. Maybe I just play for you the second verse in time, and then as simply, yes, as simply that we can. Acércate más, y más, y más, pero mucho más, y bésame así. You see, I didn't play the melody. Así, that's an assumption. Así, como besas tú, ¿acaso pretende a desesperarme? Ven por Dios a darme ese beso tuyo que te pido yo. And then again, acércate más, y más, y más, pero mucho más, y bésame así, 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 como besas tú, pero besa pronto. Porque estoy sufriendo, 1, 2, 3, 4. No lo estás tú viendo, que lo estoy queriendo sin quererlo tú. Acércate más, más, más. For example, you see? So, and now I think you have all the tools. It's time to talk about the famous basso ostinato, the bolero. You decide how to do it. It's a process of repeating a rhythmic formula consistently. So we start by our first chord. It will be a C major. So the rule is we play the root and the fifth, and we stay on the root, and we move the fifth on the bottom like this. We inverse. Okay. So you decide for the root. There's a lot of possibility like this. Pam, chak, kom. So you have a really good point of view from the top. I try to avoid use these 2 fingers. Then you better see what I'm doing is just only these 2 notes with my left hand. Pam, chak, cha, chak, cha. You see, you have a lot of options. Pam, pam, cha, 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 cha. Acércate más. So I think I carry on all the song. I'm staying on the beat and all the chord because and then I will have time to giving you the name of the chord will be a real good rehearsal. The name of the two notes that we're going to use, and you didn't have to find where is the fifth, okay, and to reverse. It will be really easy for you, okay. So again, acércate en más, chac tum cha cha tac kum ka ka F major 7, F, C major 7, C and G, D minor 7. The minor mode or major mode is not important for our left hand. You see, we have a D and A, it's nothing changed, okay? With a D minor 7, E minor 7. We have a E and the root, and the B will be the fifth, okay? And then G7, pero mucho, or pero mucho. So we have G and D, pero mucho más. C, you see C major 7, 9. So in fact we have a C and G, okay? You make a stop or not, or you carry on to sing. Y besame así, and then you come back to the C major 7, this root position, okay? For example, I see D minor 7, I see E minor 7, it's always E and B, yeah, okay? And then you send G7, G and D, or como besas tú. And then on the bridge, pero besa pronto, F major 7, F and C. A7, A with E, porque estoy sufriendo, D minor 7, D and A. No lo estás sufriendo. You see, from the minor mode to the major mode, it's nothing changing on your bass. You see, it will be D and A. Que lo estoy queriendo. Even when I'm changing the chord, it's nothing changed. Sin quererlo tú. Pam ba da dum pam pam pam. G4 7 G7. Second verse, same thing. Acércate más. More slowly in slow motion. Y más D with A. Y más E minor 7 E with B. G flat 5, pero mucho flat 5. G7 6 and boom, we resolve, okay? Pero mucho más. C major 7 9. Y besame así. Stop or not, okay? C major 7 root position. I see D minor 7, that the D and A. I see doesn't change. E with B on E minor 7. Como besas, or como besas tú, you see. And then the bridge. ¿Acaso pretendes F major 7, F with E? Or like this, okay? A7, desesperarme, D minor 7, ven por Dios a darme ese beso tuyo que te pido yo. And then, like you decide to finish, acércate más, or acércate or major 7, up to you. You decide, or you start again in. I didn't have the words on my eyes, but you decide to mix a beautiful mix between the English words, lyrics, and French, or maybe French. You decide. So maybe I'm showing you now the second verse with a little bit melody, okay, with articulated by the bass, okay. So acércate más, nothing changed, okay. Y más, pero mucho más. Y besame así, C major 7, así D minor 7, así minor 7, ¿Acaso pretendes F major 7? Oh, dum dum dum. If you want all directly, boom on A7. A desesperar, A, B, D flat, E, D, N. So, a desesperarme, sorry, a desesperarme, D minor, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, pam, ba, da, pam, ba, pam, pam, pam. For example, pam, ba, ba, pam, ba, ba, pam, ba, ba, pam, and then pam, ba, ba, pam, ba, ba, pam, pam, pam. Sorry, pam, ba, ba, pam, ba, ba, pam. What I'm doing? Pam, ba, da, pam, ba, da, pam, ba, ba, pam. That's better when I'm play faster. Pam, ba, da, pam, ba, pam, pam, pam. A desesperarme, ven por Dios, a darme. Also, ven por Dios, or like this, ven por Dios a darme ese beso tuyo que te pido yo. And then acércate más. So I think you have all the tools. Maybe I'm showing you again from the start. And then acércate más, si más y más, pero mucho más, y bésame así. You see, I didn't have to play the melody. Así, como besas tú, pero besa pronto. I didn't play melody, you see, porque estoy sufriendo. Simply, you see, no lo estás tú viendo, que lo estoy queriendo sin quererlo tú. Second verse, acércate más y más y más, pero mucho más, y bésame así, como besas tú. ¿Acaso pretendes a desesperarme? Ven por Dios a darme ese beso tuyo que te pido yo. Acércate más. That's a wrap, that's it. So you have all the tools for the next Soviet Evil song, and don't forget to match. So I hope you have a lot of pleasure to receive those tutorials, because for me it's a real pleasure. And maybe you decide to explore my channel, you will discovering this song. It will be inside a big playlist of Latin songs, of course. And maybe you discovering also big playlist that I've dedicated to the fabulous Carlos Tom Jobim with his bossa nova, fabulous, and also with for Michel Legrand. That's a big love of my life, and I hope you enjoy. And don't forget to check it out. What is the key transpose fit 0? No problem. You can play on acoustic piano, and but sometime, because my register, my spectral is not enough largest, and nobody have enough largest for to sing everything in every keys. That's completely impossible. But that challenge for me, it's to give you a very, very easy for the beginners, very, very easy keys. And then because sometimes, believe me, if we should play an F sharp, will be another story, maybe not for beginners really. So I hope you enjoy, you understand my spirit and my mood, and this is altruist that we say in French. And I hope to see you again on my channel, and thank you very much for your fidelity and your encouragement, and I hope to see you again. I tell you bye bye, and don't forget one word: enjoy. Bye bye.